National leaders warn that there is danger of rekindling a Cold War. So here's some context for you. Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union. It gained independence in 1991. It is the second largest country by area in Europe with a population of more than 44 million. Its capital is Kyiv. Take a look at Ukraine's location. It's bordered by American allies in NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That's a group of countries, including the U.S., sworn to defend each other. And that brings us to what led up to this invasion. Ukraine is not part of NATO.
And Vladimir Putin doesn't want it to be, ever. Christina Van Zels gives us a closer look.
I think what brought us to this point is reckless action by Putin.
As we watch history unfold, Wisconsin political science professors say there's no better time for a history lesson. Let's go back to 1991, when the Soviet Union collapsed and Ukraine became independent.
Since the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union, Ukraine has been internally divided between elements that are more pro-Russian and elements that are more pro-Western.
Over the years, Ukraine became more pro-Western, concerning Vladimir Putin.
A successful pro-Western democratic Ukraine is a political model for Russia, which empowers the Russian opposition. It gives them an alternative to Putin to look to.
Experts say there's not necessarily hostility between the Ukrainians and Russian people. Many families have relatives from both countries, making the invasion even tougher to watch.
We're already seeing tragic loss of life and bloodshed. And so we're kind of out of the range of let's discuss the historical details and why you might be upset about something, because we're in another realm of the use of violence.
So what does this mean for the U.S.? Because Ukraine is not part of NATO, we're not obligated to come to its defense. But there's a push to strengthen Ukraine as much as possible.
If Putin can absorb Ukraine very easily, setting up a puppet state, biting off territory, he's likely to move on next to the Baltic states, which are NATO allies.
Even the experts say there's no way to predict what will happen, but they do know it will make history, however it unfolds. Christina Van Zelst, FOX 6 News.
And many of those experts that Christina spoke with today, they're still surprised by the invasion and clearly don't think it was necessary.